Ladies and gentlemen, this is Franklin. A very sunny day here at the White House. We are experiencing another call from the Congolese community to come in front of the White House and protest against the U.S. policy in Congo. So today, August 4th, we're here in front of the White House at the Lafayette Park. There will be a group of Congolese who will be attending a march to say yes to the measure that President Obama took to withdraw aid from Rwanda, but then they need more. They're asking for more sanctions. The United States to rally the UN Security Council for more sanctions against Rwanda for violating international treaties and militarily aggressing the Democratic Republic of Congo by invading the eastern side of the country in the Kivu provinces. So stay tuned. In a few next minutes, we're going to have everything unfolding here. I'm Franklin Katunda at the White House on Lafayette Park. Well, as you can see, there are more than Congolese protesting here. There's also the Syrians and the people of different countries, including Libya, Syria, and Iran, who are behind me supporting also the idea of rallying President Obama in what he's not doing as far as the U.S. foreign policy is concerned in countries where we have dictators. So in this particular country, the Congo, we have numerous of Congolese who came from all over the country, and you're going to see them protesting in this image. Thank you very much for being with us. I'm Franklin Katunda. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the White House like I promised. I have a gentleman in front of me. He's from the Democratic Republic of Congo. He came all the way from New York. Just tell us a little bit about you. Why are you here?
Yeah, my name is Gilbert Bayer in French. And I heard about on social media about the rally for Congolese people trying to always create awareness about the Congo, what's going on. And I could not wait to be here.
Now tell me, you came all the way from New York, and there's not that many people who can do the same thing. What drives you to do that?
I have passion for humanity. It's more driven because it's where I came from. And I cannot sit back and relax while I know back home there's a lot of suffering, a lot of people dying.
Okay, hold your thought. I'm gonna go to the young lady here. She's right there. You can see she has kept New Zealand beautiful. She looks like she's an activist, and she's right here talking about Congo. Tell us a little bit about you. What's your first name? Gina. Where are you from?
New Zealand.
She's from New Zealand, and what drives you to be here today on a sunny day at the White House?
Well, I attended a conference for Congo, and just of them stating about the atrocities that are happening in Congo.
Yes.
So, and they were giving out this pamphlets, and I'm just very passionate about people. I'm a mother, so when I see all those little children, you know, harmed and dead, and it's...
So you saw the atrocities on TV, on Facebook, on
yes,
social networks.
Yes.
Now, what do you think the government in the United States should do at this point, now that the M23 rebels started a war again since May of this year?
Well, I don't understand why the US puts their business, puts their nose in other people's business, but they won't So there must be something that they're profiting from Congo to be helping Rwanda, right?
Okay, they actually in connection with Rwanda, because there's I heard about this mineral content that is being exploited in Congo and it's brought to Rwanda via Rwanda to go to different countries of the world, including the United States. So it's been a war of minerals since 10 years. So now that we're here at the White House, what is the message from the people of Congo, back to you, Gilbert, to the government of the United States? What are you asking for Obama to do? What do you want?
We know the United States.
Be specific, please.
The United States government has leverage on every foreign policy.
Yes.
So there's a foreign policy department being run. Yes. And they have.
What are you specifically asking them as the war is going on in Kivu?
We asking for the people of the Congo to be given the chance to have justice.
How?
Human rights.
How can they do that?
By preaching it, by forcing the people in power to implement.
You think they don't preach it?
They just don't, because we don't see it, we don't hear it.
Okay, but here's one of the things I can give you as a hint. There was the sanctions that were promised for any country that would violate the treaty in a Great Lake region. Today, Rwanda has been caught by the UN that they violated the treaty of the countries that is in that region, the Great Lake region. What do you think the United States have to do concretely to go ahead and give any response to Rwanda as they invaded the Congo?
I think the sanction they gave, it's a drop in the ocean. It's like a slap in the Congolese people's face again. It's like adding insults to injury. Because a country invading another country, that's against even the charter of the United Nations. It should be sanctioned against the whole country of Rwanda. Now, it should be rallying of the whole world against Rwanda, not military sanctions.
Okay, now, Susan Rice is the United States ambassador to the UN. She is directly under Secretary Clinton and then President Obama. What do you think Susan Rice should do in this case? Because the United States is a big member of the United States Council. I mean, the United Nations Council, Security Council. What do you think the United States should do in this case?
Here's what we know about the United States supporting Rwanda. They supported Rwanda because they were victims of the genocide, meaning the Tutsi, Rwandese, who suffered the genocide. So from then, they started protecting that minority. It is just the right cause, the right thing to do. Now, the table has turned. That minority has turned into a predator, a mass murderer. So why don't you now shift your policy toward the Congo? That's what we asked him.
Okay, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, here at the White House, the protest of Congolese talking about the failure in the U.S. policy as to regard to Congo, because now the country has been invaded again. This is a news that just came lately. Since the month of May, the country has been invaded militarily by the people who came from Rwanda, and they've been groups of CNDP, FDLR, and then also other militias that have been supported by President Kagame, according to the UN report. And it came out and it's been published. The United States has been silent, and that's why the Congolese are here again at the White House protesting. Stay tuned with CB Next, so we're going to continue with more interviews. Thank you very much for watching us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Franklin with CB Next Live. We are concluding today's rally here at the Lafayette at the White House. There was a group of Congolese that showed up today to talk about what is happening in Congo. They addressed the President of the United States, President Barack Obama, amazingly on his birthday today at the White House, where they spoke about what he's not been doing when it comes to Congo. And then also they talk about President Clinton, who is a great supporter, a big supporter
of President Paul Kagame of Rwanda, and they're against that. So they already ask a lot of people who were here, tourists, as you can see behind me, and all these people who showed up at the White House to see the buildings and also to take pictures at the White House. They asked them to call the senators, call the U.S. congressmen and senators, and rally them to ask President Obama to support an end to the war in the eastern region. And they believe the only way to do it is to support a solution, a peaceful solution in the eastern region by sanctioning Rwanda for fueling a war in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and that's what's going on right now. We had a few interviews, as you saw earlier. There are members of different groups here, the APARECO United States. There are also some of the combatants, or those people who are independent, activists and resistance from the Congo, U.S. citizens who actually live in this country. We had also a few people who came from New York, from North Carolina, from Australia, and they all came to rally against the U.S. policy failure to deal with the disaster that is taking place in Congo. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this report. I'm Franklin Katunda here at the White House. Thank you for watching.
Basala kasi kolela pasi ya bongo, nalola kanga bango.